At KidWorks, our staff are really the magic that makes our programs happen. And we actually have two staff here. One is a former college student. Brenda runs our College and Career Success Initiative, and she is outstanding. And Emelyn started with KidWorks in 3rd grade. She graduated in 3.5 years from Vanguard University. She now teaches at our preschool, and she's getting ready to go back and go to graduate school, and our preschool director is continuing to mentor her and continuing to walk with her on her journey. And I just think that speaks volumes about what KidWorks is all about. It's the trusted relationships and the fact that these students know that there's always somebody there for them to help them with whatever the need might be. So I'm going to get started and have Brenda tell us a little bit about our College and Career program started about 5 years ago, and it's really been amazingly successful. And I'm going to have Brenda tell you a little bit about what led to some of that success.
Hi everyone, like Lisa mentioned, I'm Brenda Trujillo. I have the pleasure of being the College and Career Manager at KidWorks. And I've been at KidWorks for almost 3 years now, so it's been really great to just see the program grow and being a part of that. But really our College and Career Success program supports our students. One of our staple programs is our College Apps Academy, and it supports our 12th grade students, so we really walk with them through the entire process up until they are on their first day at their respective colleges. So anywhere from college applications, financial ed, a lot of them are first-gen students, so we try to educate them just on financial literacy, what that means, what the cost means, and really help them select the college that's best for them, because they have goals, they have their career that they want to go towards, so we want to make sure that they are at a place that will foster that growth through the next 4 years. And so we really do walk with them through that, and after they graduate high school, our college program actually follows them through their college journey. And so I have the pleasure of doing that and walking with those students, and it's been really great just connecting with them. I do individual check-ins, whether it's in person. For those students that do live on campus, we do phone calls, we do coffee dates, so it's great to have those check-ins and want to celebrate the wins, right? But also to see what are some of the challenges so that we can address those and continue supporting them. At a national level, 29% of Latino students graduate within 6 years. And at KidWorks, we're really proud that 70% of our students continue to persist in college. And we actually had 2 last year that graduated within that 4 years, Emelyn being one of them in 3.5 years. So it's really great. And this year we actually have 9 more on the way, graduating within 4 years. So we're excited to celebrate that, and just to continue seeing where they go. Similar stories like Emelyn.
So given that our program has been so successful and we know that that need is really there, our vision, our growth vision, is to really expand the program to provide additional supports. And so tell us a couple of the highlights that you see coming.
Yeah, so a big one is, like I mentioned, we work with our 12th grade students, but we see that there is a need to start with them as early as 9th grade. So this year we started working with the 11th grade students with something called College Readiness Counseling to really identify their goals, to see if they are taking the necessary coursework. And so next year we'll be working with the 10th graders as well, and the goal in the next 3 years is to start with 9th grade. So we're really putting a push for our college and career readiness. With career, we are going to be launching Career of the Month. So we'll be having a different career for students to see, because a lot of the times they don't really know what to major in because they don't know what's out there. So we really want to expose them to that. And then with our college students, we are pushing for transfer support. So many of our students start at a community college level, especially during the pandemic years. They opted to go to their local community college. And so one of the things now that's really important for me is to make sure that they're transferring on time so that they do graduate within the 4 to 6 years. And then this year we also had the pleasure to offer something called Gap Scholarship Fund. So we're hoping to expand that. That essentially is a scholarship for students to cover that gap in financial aid that sometimes doesn't cover housing, their books, their personal expenses, which financially challenges tends to be one of the biggest or one of the reasons why our students might take a little bit longer. So we are really hoping to address some of those areas so that they continue graduating on time within the 4 to 6 year rate.
Thank you. So you've heard a little bit about what the program does, and Emelyn was one of our very first students to go through the program. So I kind of spilled the beans and told them where you went to school and all that. So tell us a little bit about how being a part of this college and career program helped you while you were in school.
So first of all, hi, I'm Emelyn. Nice to meet you and see all of you guys. As Lisa mentioned, I went to Vanguard and graduated 3.5 years as a liberal studies major. This was all because of the college program that we go through at KidWorks. It was of great benefit. I feel like growing up in a neighborhood from where we live in Santa Ana, it's really difficult because we don't have the resources. Our parents don't know enough of the information that's out there for us to help us kind of like know what the SAT is or what college applications are. So being at KidWorks and having this program kind of gave us that push and that encouragement to be like, oh, I know what I'm doing and I have people that help me around me. So that was a great way that we got to see all of that. Another part of this was kind of the care packages that were sent to us. Those are things that always encouraged us to keep going or kind of know, hey, I have people there, they're supporting me, and I need to do this, not for them, but for me. I know I can be something bigger and stronger in the future.
So tell it, what was one of your fondest college memories?
For me, I was in the Honor Society by Lambda Theta. We had an induction ceremony that was one of the best memories I had because I was able to spend a lot of time meeting my professors. Vanguard was a really small university, which I loved. We already had that connection with them, but just being there and them kind of being there for us, rooting for us, saying, hey, I'm proud of you. And then at the same time, spending times with my peers who were in the same major as me, we connected, we wanted to see where we were going, and that also helped us kind of stay in touch with them and knowing that we have people who are going through a similar process as us.
Awesome. Okay, so you are now working at KidWorks. How did that come to be, and what's it like coming back as a teacher instead of a student? Sorry.
Yeah, so as a KidWorks student, I was in middle school. I remember going back to KidWorks to the younger classes, the K through 5th. I would volunteer and just, even though I wasn't as, I guess you could say, kind of know a lot, I was able to help those younger students, which kind of inspired me to become a teacher myself. That's where kind of my love for students began. And after that, I just knew that this was something I wanted to do. This was where God wanted to put me. So it was just something that I stuck to since the beginning. So luckily, I always knew that. And I think that was also because of KidWorks. They gave me the opportunity they were always open with me going back or kind of just helping in any way possible.
Okay, so if there was something you could tell all these ladies about KidWorks that you'd like them to know, or something unique about KidWorks, what would that be?
So KidWorks, how I see KidWorks, it's not just an after-school program. It's a place that always gives us love, cares for us, supports us. Because how I see it, KidWorks is KidWorks because of the staff and the people who are there to help us. Everything they give us, all the support they always give us, we know they're there. There's never a moment where I wouldn't feel supported, or I never felt lost, because I knew that I always had someone to go to, and they would just guide me, or if they didn't have the answer, they would find someone who had the answer for me, and just kind of like, hey, like, I'm not able to help you, but this is kind of where you
So I think that by hearing Emelyn and Brenda speak, you get a glimpse of why I'm so passionate about KidWorks. These students are amazing, the staff are amazing, and I hope you get a glimpse of that and understand it too.